Okay. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's having a good night. We are going to go ahead and stop the music. Where am I? There I am. Oh, I like this bright. So tonight we are going to be... Is there new music? I never play with the music on. There is. There is new music. I may have to adjust that light. Okay. Picked up Before the Shadow. We are going to be made a new character. We're going to be checking that out. The new starting areas. We're going to go with a high elven Burglar. Just because I need to learn how to Burgle. That way I can make a video about it at some point. So let's jump in and see what is new. I have all the things. My desk is covered with all of the things. It's good to see the loading times is so good.
Speak then of how you came to this place of safety, Rivendell, the last homely house east of the sea. But speak swiftly, before the shadows deepen. From where did your road lead?
Okay. You received a new title. Don't care about that. Inventory and items. We know all about that. Stuff is still loading in. Login rewards. Absolutely fantastic. Okay. Let's see here. We have stealth. Terrific. We have surprise attack, which strike an enemy dealing more damage from behind. Or when stealth, that's fine. It's good. Critical hits with surprise strike are more damaging than most. That's good stuff. What's the cooldown? Sitting on 10 seconds. 6-second cunning attack. It looks like deals damage even after the initial. So basic main hand common damage. And then common damage, bleed every 2 seconds for 8 seconds. Does additional stuff on crit. And then subtle stab. Looks like it's going to be our primary spammable. 2.5. Cost some power. Okay. Let's...
Welcome to Mossworld, traveler.
Nice. Take a peek around. Okay, I'm going to open up the map here. Okay. This is nice. Map still looks very much the same as it did before. No new massive upgrades to the map. That's unfortunate. Alright. Bevan. I can see from the road dust on your clothes that you have traveled a great distance to be here. And so long as you cause no trouble for my folk, you are welcome to stay. It takes a hardy sort to make a living here on the edge of the wild, and the folk of Moss Ward will gladly put you to work if you're willing. I think you'll find the people here to be friendly and welcoming if you treat them kindly. Talk to Geralt. What kind of expansion is this? So they got the Witcher here? Talk to Geralt by the fountain, okay. Let's go talk to Geralt.
I see Geralt is out and about. Why not introduce yourself to him?
I'll do that. Let's zoom in and take a look at Geralt. We may be dealing with an imposter. What's up, Geralt?
I hope you don't mind me staring. We don't see many adventurers in these parts. The newest we usually get is that... Melandir. Says he's one of them rangers. But it seems to me that's just an excuse for having dirt on your clothes and disappearing into the wild at all hours. But anyway, Moss Ward is a quiet village. Always has been. Cause no trouble and you can stay as long as you like. But first things first. You should pay a visit to our blacksmith, Scardy Bendblade. He'll clean and fix up your gear for you. His shop is just top of those steps. Look for the sign with the anvil on it.
Well, thank you, Mr. Geralt. This town's gonna be fine. They have a Witcher.
The blacksmith shop is right there, up those steps.
I want to work on the Geralt voice just a little bit. Maneldir.
Huh? Who's this?
I am Tylion.
You're an adventurer, I can tell. What brings you to Mosswood? Before you can answer, the dwarf goes.
Oh, that's narrator stuff. They should put that in parentheses. Before you can answer, the dwarf goes right on talking.
This is a quiet village, and the folk here like it that way. I assume Bevan warned you not to disturb the peace.
Him and Geralt.
Of course he did. He says that to me near every fortnight, as if I might summon a troop of rowdy dwarves from my homeland at any moment. If only I could. What did you say your name was?
Wait for him to go behind the counter. Hold down the right mouse button allows you to spin your camera to keep people of interest in view.
We don't see many adventurers in Mossward. I suppose Maneldir counts.
I am no adventurer, Scardy.
Well, what are you then?
I was a ranger. It is quite different.
Bah! You won't find a better smithy for miles around, friend. Put your gear on the counter, and I'll fix it up for you.
I don't really have a whole lot of gear, but there
Very
you go.
good. Won't cost you anything, friend. Not this time, anyway.
It's heating up my leather.
Here you go. It's important to have a fine weapon.
Oh, he turned it into a bag. That's nice. Okay. We were using a table knife and the second best table knife. That's awesome. I know that you can set these. You can like create a UI that you like and then just have it be your preset every time you play, but I never do that. And these are both exactly the same. Let's take a peek here. Burglar might increases your block and parry rating. Agility is very important for you. Agility increases physical mastery, crit rating, parry rate, and evade rating. So, newbie tip. Always open up your character sheet if you're brand new. If you're new. Go through your stats here. And the ones that are very important or just important are your primary and your secondary and so on. So, playing a burglar, I'm going to want high agility, high vitality. The reason that this is important, not only for looking at gear, but later on when I'm able to bring up my virtues, I'll be able to look through the virtues and go, okay, this virtue offers agility or this virtue offers, you know, vitality. Those are going to be the first two that I go for. Just carrying on a bunch of equipment will help you much in battle. And I'm sure you know you want to be sure to equip your weapons before you get into a fight. Also, if you're new, read the tutorial stuff. When you acquire new weapons and armor, you can press I to see them in your inventory. From there, you can equip them by right-clicking their icons or dragging them into your character panel, which is accessed by pressing C. He's got a bit of a look, doesn't he? My friend Scarde speaks the truth. You do not want to stride into battle without your weapons equipped, for they will do you little good at the bottom of your bags. He is right to this point as well. Moss Ward is a quiet village, and few adventurers come this way, let alone one who carries himself as you do. What road has brought you to Moss Ward on the border of Swamp Fleet, my friend? You consider what should be said of your past. This curious stranger, would you speak of the light of Valinor long remembered and much missed, or of the friends you lost in the battle of Dorgalad before the gates of Mordor in the Second Age? Should you speak of the injury you sustained in that battle, and of your long period of recovery at the House of Elrond, before you can choose the right words? Dang it, I forgot his name already. I forgot how to pronounce it. He raises his palm. That's cool that they added that into this little snippet here of, you know, the High Elves' original backstory, or the original prequel.
I do not mean to pry. Your past is your own. My chieftain Strider always said... What is that?
The town bells! Something is amiss outside!
Follow me. Hurry!
Always really good at just like giving you like this little snippet of like dialogue stuff and then just immediately diving into adventure. And that's a good thing. Yeah, I enjoy that in RPGs.
The town is afire! We are under attack!
Under attack by whom? This smells like orcs to me. Thailand, but you cannot understand it. But I cannot understand it. Orcs have not troubled these lands for many years. Come with me and stay close. We will get to the bottom of this and save the town if we must.
Follow me.
Let's gather your party before venturing forth. Okay, we got
Look
Goblin.
there! We found the villain. Show him no mercy. That's the way. Well done, my friend.
Experience and leveling up. Bottom bar down here.
This
Stuff.
goblin could not have set so many fires alone.
There is trouble to the east, Meneldir. I need fighters.
My new friend here is capable and will provide the help you need.
Will I now? I'm glad for any help you can give me. Stay close.
But what will you do, Meneldir?
I will circle around and search for the one who leads these goblins. Farewell for now.
Rangers. Follow me, my new friend. There will be fighting.
Okay.
The bells stopped. Are we safe?
I would not count on it. What did I tell you?
Ellery, I see you met our new visitor. I like this one much more than these others.
Me too, Scardy. Come with us. Look ahead. Those are not goblins. Uruks!
That's okay. Geralt's here.
Tegwin!
I'm not afraid, Mother.
Not afraid? This rat hasn't heard of the fighting Urukai, boys! The machinery of war has been set in motion. The time of the Orc is at hand.
Mosswood, attack!
Kill them all!
Gonna start you at a disadvantage here. That's okay. You got him.
Are you all right, son?
If I had a better sword, I could have slain him myself. I wasn't afraid.
Oh, Tegwin.
Brave little lad. Thank you so much for saving our son from those horrible creatures. What were they? Some breed of orc? Why would they come to Mosswood? We are most fortunate you were here, stranger.
What do you make of this?
Well, some of them are bearing the white hand. These orcs have decorated their equipment with a sigil I have not seen before, the mark of the white hand. It may be a symbol of this raiding party, but for all the hurt this band has inflicted upon Mosswood, they were still few in number and disorganized. What need have they of such a sigil? None now, thanks to our efforts, but still I wonder. I will think on this. High Alpha equipment selection box. That's neat. Milestone. Novice. Okay. What meaning might this mark possess? Will you ask Illyri if she has seen this symbol before today? I will do so. Okay, standard quest. This guy's waiting for a quest turn in, and then of course the epic quest. If you're new to Lotro, follow the fiery ring, and somebody should probably get over there and help that guy that's writhing in agony in the grass. Maybe. Quest guide. Easy peasy. Follow the ring. The white hand, no, I have not seen this symbol before, and that troubles me. What new danger might it signify? For now, we should help the folk of Mosswood recover from the attack. I trust you will lend your aid. You have become embroiled in this, just as I have. If it is a life of adventure you seek, I assure you that you seem to have found it, or it has found you. You will become part of the larger world, and it may prove different than the one in which you lived until now. Dangers must be faced and threats opposed, and overcome. If you are willing to strive against them, not everyone is, but I judge that you will be no stranger to triumph in victory. consumables. I to bring up the inventory. And we get an equipment choice. This is nice. So, as a burglar, if you're not sure what equipment you can use, hit C to bring up your character panel. You can click on skills down here and then click on passives, and it will tell you your under armor proficiencies, what you can wield, instrument proficiencies, as well as scrolling down will show the weapon proficiencies, whether you're capable of dual wielding or not. That way, if you do go to pick an item, you don't try to take something that you can't use. So since we can use medium armor, we're going to select that. And we're going to scoot over because Amaril. That was a whole bunch of stuff. This is just all the old starting stuff for the high elf. The high elf character that you get for finishing their prelude. Which is good. Do we just go with the regular cloak, or do we go with the hood? I think we go with the hood. Definitely want to wear my ring of power. It was made by blending metals together. Okay, we also have the 1-year gift box, contains fun fireworks. That's nice. All that stuff up there. Not interested. I'm gonna get my chestnut corgi out of the way just to. We're gonna send him. We're gonna send him away, and I don't need that on my bar. Milestone skill, and this is stuff we can put on at level 2 and level 4. Okay. If we don't have better stuff by then, you know, already.
Some of Mosswood's residents sustained injuries we cannot heal.
And they are beyond our aid. We will mourn for them later, but now we must focus upon those we can still help. He hands you a small bundle of bandages and a pouch of bitter-smelling salve. This is the last of my supplies, but there is no reason to save them for another day. Bring these bandages and the salve to the injured residents nearby. It is my hope that their hurt will not prove serious. The hurts will not prove serious. That's not very good now, is it? And these will ease the pain of their injuries. Fair enough. We get some gear out of it, and this is where I don't understand the thought process, because it passes out a gift box that gives me the time-worn armor of the high elf. They should have gave me none of that stuff with this beginning. They should have disconnected that, let it be mentioned that yeah, maybe we went through those kinds of things. But if had I played a human, I wouldn't have any of this equipment. And it should have been, I feel like it should have been treated that way. But we'll do it. He's giving us quest items. Oh, the guy in the bushes. Ren, I got you, buddy. It looks like there's going to be all these. There are quests all over the place, and this place is lively. Look at all the people playing. There's a lot There's a lot of questing. I'm going to go ahead and grab the milestone while I'm here. And I am going to have to go upstairs and tell two little boys to get back in bed. And then I think we'll find whomever it is we're supposed to be finding here. Which I suppose I could check the map. I can. They're right here. Alright. I shall return momentarily. Okay. I have returned. Thank you, the people of Mosswood. Sometimes look down upon the rangers that were once my kin, but they do welcome their aid when it is offered. My former chieftain Strider may say the distrust of such folk does not bother him, but if that is true, he is a better man than I. A pained look crosses his face. That is true for many reasons. I have not called the Dunedain my kin for some time now, but I would never question Strider's integrity or his courage. But look there, an Uruk that led this band has something in his hand. See if you can wrest it from his grasp. Wrest a scrap of parchment from his death grip. I want to read it. Oh, it says something Dahlgrim. A quick hello. Hope you're well. I am doing well, Oracle. How are you? Let us see if this parchment holds any clues for us. He briefly studies the crumpled parchment, but then he looks up, disappointed. I cannot read much of this. Well, it's only 2 lines, man. If it were ordinary day, I would be grateful to have no reason to understand the black speech. But on this day, it is a cause for frustration. Hold what has happened to this Uruk's blade. It did not fall far from his body, unless my eyes were somehow deceived. Children shouting. It's going to take a while to become accustomed to the new starting area. Doing okay, fighting another nasty headache. That sucks. I'm sorry that you have got the brain pain. Oh, Tegwin took the Uruk's blade and is over here showing his friends. Crowd of children gathering around Tegwin as a victorious blade he has found. Listen, Derpy, give me that.
What do you want, stranger? No, I am not giving you this sword.
It is so much better than the wooden sword I was using before. I found it and it belongs to me now. My father says that when you're in a battle, you get to keep the spoils. What are you guys, necromongers? You get to keep what you kill? And I stood up to those Urks, but didn't kill any of them, even when the town guard wouldn't. If anyone should get to keep the Urk's blade, it's me. Well, wait a moment. You're an adventurer, right? If you promise to help train me in the adventuring arts, maybe I'll give you the sword. I'm not saying I will, you understand? I'm saying maybe. Depends on how good your training is. Find and defeat circle located to the north. It's not very good instructions now, is it? Can I just jump over this? Alright, good stuff. Oh, there it is. Perfect. I gotta fight the kid. Dang it. Okay.
I know that fighting is dangerous.
The voice for the little kid is not very good. You explain that adventuring is dangerous work, and sooner or later your morale is likely to run out. When that happens, you will find yourself at one of the many defeat circles scattered around the land. Very funny, stranger. I know that fighting is dangerous. That doesn't make any sense at all. And that's why I will try not to fight enemies that look to be beyond my capabilities, but sometimes it's unavoidable, I suppose. And when that happens, if I'm defeated, I'll find myself at the nearest defeat circle to where I fell in battle. Okay. Yeah, is this supposed to be like an integrated tutorial? They're gonna teach me about what happens if I get beat up. I end up in a defeat circle, and now I'm gonna go teach him about blacksmith shops. It is a little laggy here, but that's to be expected due to all the people checking it out. Not quite as bad as Bree yet. Alright, we're going to go ahead and jump into the options here, and we're going to turn the music up just a little bit. And hopefully I'm still louder than the damn music. Alright, Tegwin, let's learn about blacksmithing.
Scardy spends more time fixing horseshoes than he does forging swords.
I mean, no offense, Scotty, but it's true. What use does an adventurer have with a shop like this? You explain that as an adventurer engages in combat, equipment, weapons, armor sustains durability damage. And folks such as Scardy Bendblade are they can repair the shit. Where was I? Repair them so that you can keep using them. Additionally, shopkeepers throughout Middle-earth can sell an adventurer all sorts of items and equipment that will aid on your journeys. Scotty clears his throat and speaks up. That'll cost coin, young Tegwin. Horseshoes and swords alike. What? But if that raid is a sign of things to come, I think the sword might become more in demand. Find the training dummy located outside the blacksmith shop and teach Tegwin how to hit things. Okay. I like it when a tutorial feels like a tutorial. And I'm not 100% sold on this. I understand that they need to teach people how to play the game and that kind of stuff. But when you try to take a tutorial and you try to integrate it into the lore of the game, like, it doesn't make sense in, for Middle-earth, because if you die, you die. So, not the biggest fan of that. I prefer when they feel like a tutorial. A big lag spike.
Now this is more like it.
We'll take the gloves that are crappier than mine. And we have received a level and a new ability. We've got some mail. Deed completed. Completed a deed. Traits. Earn your first trait point. Class traits. Is there a whole new leveling system? Interesting. So, racial traits, did they change any of them? Grace of the Firstborn, to remain. Wrath of the Firstborn, doesn't appear that they have. So they're listening to that nerd beat on the training dummy. Okay, so when I was talking earlier about checking your stats and going, okay, for the burglar, agility is very important. Notice how when I hover over might, it just said what might increases. It doesn't say that it is very important, but vitality is important. So you hunt through these and find agility. I'm pretty sure it's determination. Determination offers agility, and loyalty offers vitality. And since those are two primaries, we're going to go with determination to start with, as it being the primary stat for the burglar. Now, we won't get a slot until we're level 7. Okay, they didn't change that at all. But they did change choosing a specialization. Now, I have never burglared very far. I think I used a burglar in my beginner's guide, but really wasn't like deep diving into the class. So damage over time, so dot chance to defeat foes, stealth and positional attacks deal damage, so classic DPS rogue. Mischief Maker applies and removes tricks to hinder foes. So starting abilities would be Lucky Strike, activated by Double Edge Strike. This attack applies damaging Red Gamble to the target. Okay. Hedge your bet, quick attack that applies Green Gamble to the target, restoring morale of any attackers. That could be neat. We've got Knives Out, a quick attack that enables counterattacks. Temporarily reduces incoming damage, but you cannot parry, evade, or block while concentrating on counterattacks. So kill them before they kill me. Feint attack. Activate by Double Edge Strike. This quick feint attack enables surprise strike while out of stealth. Enables surprise strike from stealth. Okay. Okay. I'm already regretting my decision with the music. Okay, and then Mischief Maker, the yellow. Control fights by tricking their foes into submission. So, Mischievous Greed restores your morale by removing an active trick from your foe. This skill will never miss against on-level targets, nor can it be parried, blocked, or evaded. So this is guaranteed. Breaks target out of daze. Okay? And then we could gain Disable. This is a 5-second cooldown. This is a 45-second cooldown. So not very good for keeping your character on his feet. I think we're gonna try straight damage to begin with. +2 levels of stealth. Subtle Stab reduces the active cooldown of trick removals. Oh, okay, so throwing that up there, I could lower it by using Subtle Stab, but it doesn't really say how much. Double Edge Strike is the maneuver I just picked up. What does it require to use? A critical hit enables the burglar to strike with both weapons, so I must crit to be able to do this. Okay. We're gonna go with red for now and see where it goes. Foot pad. You're harder to detect while stealth. It's pretty good rogue stuff. This is critical multiplier, not crit chance. Crit multiplier is nice, but combat stealth, fast stealth, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. I'm gonna need to get feign attack. Okay, what does this require? We're gonna go ahead and leave that on 4 here. So as long as I'm able to catch with double edge, I will then be able to feint attack. I can use knives out to just dish out damage. Okay, I'm not super happy with the setup at the moment, but we'll get there. We'll get there. No big deal. Okay. I'm gonna hunt around real quick. There are quests literally everywhere. This place is just crawling with busy work. And I'm about it. Eventually I'll be speed running it in a 1 to 20 guide. But I do want to find the main story, because currently in the quest log there isn't one. And if Tegwin doesn't have the burning ring above his head. But worst case scenario, whatever. We can always team up with Geralt of Mustache and go do some Witcher's work. All right, let's just follow Tegwin's story.
If you impress me, maybe I'll give you this Uruk sword.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I'm ready for you to show off your combat skills, and if you impress me, I'll give you the Uruk sword. It had better be a good demonstration, or the bargain is done. You explain that Burglar learns on basic attacks like subtle stab. He nods. Interesting. Well, let's see it. Okay, so they want me to subtle stab the dummy. This is open tapping, meaning if it were an actual mob, anybody who hit it would be able to gain experience. No. We're done.
That was all right, I guess.
While in stealth, use surprise attacks on the dummy.
One more! Show me one more skill!
Use feint attack, hedge your bet, or disable on the training done. Okay. So I need to be able to do feint attack on.
One more! Show me one more skill!
Okay. Wait, I can do deeds on a training dummy? What's the timer on that, on having that additional buff? Probably not enough to get up another feint attack. Okay.
That was pretty good, I suppose.
Fine, you've upheld your side of the bargain. I will do the same. Here's Mad Thrug's weapon, as I promised. You'll bring it back to that ranger for me, I expect. Mother and father will be pleased, and I will say, could have handled such a weapon. Alright. Now we're back on the main story. Which I'll do all the quests, but I definitely want to follow the main story, the MSQ.
You recovered the Uruk blade from Tegwin before he hurt himself? Very well done.
Gets a faraway look in his eye and gazes over the surrounding wall. He gazes over it. Stars look good, my man. I remember being that age and dreaming only of adventure, of excitement. That was not so very different from young Tegwin when I was a boy growing up in Mythentheal? I don't know. I'm gonna slaughter some names. Where my people dwell. I do not judge him harshly for taking the sword, and I hope you will not either. His parents busy themselves with work, fortifying Mossward's defenses, and I dare say they remain unaware of the boy's mischief. I will not tell them if you do not. Well, I was teaching him some rogue stuff, so I mean, we should probably keep it on low. Tarnished blade. We're gonna go with the dagger, just for the.
I have been away from the land that was my home for many years now.
I was once of the Dunedain, my friend, the Rangers of the North, and one of their several charges was to safeguard these lands and their people from harm. Their other duties, well, they were likely far away as they have always been, and not my concern any longer. I will not speak of those today. But a peaceful village has been attacked and some of the people slain. Will you help me replenish my supplies and a healing herb called Kingsfoil? Boy, they just beat that weed to death. And defeat any creatures nearby that may threaten Mosswood. And you will know Kingsfoil by its sweet smell and the feel of its leaves. Look for it in the rolling hills east of the village. No problem. Oh my gosh, it's like it's everywhere. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I suppose, I mean, it's the one thing that I dislike about some MMOs is when there's quest overload. So there's all these quests floating around town, and the urge to just run by and pick them all up, because that's, you know, traditionally what a lot of RPG, MMORPG players do. You grab all the quests while you're in town, pick them all up, and then you head out, complete them all, and then come back in for the turn-in. As a kind of a slow throw player that I am, I like to read the stories. Is that a graphical error right there? No, it's a window. What a weird place for a window. I like to read the storylines and get invested. So, as long as these aren't, like, go bake a cake quests...
Would you do something for me?
Could I bother you to help me make some deliveries? More of us are volunteering for shifts up on the watchtower. New folk forget to pack lunch. Would you mind bringing these sandwiches and canteens to whoever's on watch? Absolutely. And my reward was going to be what? What was the reward? Iron coins of Cardolin. Wrought during the long conflict between Anor and Agmar, these simple iron coins are now the primary use for barter by the Dunedain of Cardolin and the free peoples of nearby lands. Interesting. Probably a quest inside the blacksmith shop. A little extra never hurts. What is this for?
Have you a moment?
This quest must be unlocked on your account and can be purchased from the Lotro store. Received enough Lotro points to cover the purchase from a little extra never hurts, part 1. To purchase the quest, what do I get? What is this little extra steed? A little extra steed? Got 32% speed? Okay. To purchase the quest, click on the button at the low. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's open up the shop. Why not? Let me see here. It costs 10 Lotro points. Done. Done. Easy. Accept.
Our need is dire.
Accepting this mount will carry you to and from battle. So you can just do a quest.
Durin's folk shall endure, as we always have.
10 Lotro points. And you get... Where's my tarnished dagger at? Wait, did they give me 2 of them? That's terrific. Or she went to add this mount to your skills panel. Yes. And it gave me the riding skill. So now for 10 Lotro points, you can just get the riding skill. That's good stuff. We'll add this one as well. And we're going to go ahead. Equip our next ring.
Our need is dire.
We're going to sell here real quick. Because I do not need any of these. I'm not going to use any of the dye or the cloak or the radiant basin, and I also don't care about the red mushrooms. So we'll keep this. We got a couple of potions in case we need them. Well, that's awesome. I'm a big fan of that. That's good stuff. Okay. So skills. If you don't know how to get your get to your mount, open up your character panel with C, click on skills, bring up your skills tab, you can click on mounts. Now, we're gonna see what he looks like. We're not gonna use him, but I do want to see what he looks like. You know what? He is not a bad pony. He's only got a movement speed of 32% and morale is kind of low. So he can go. We'll be using the steed of Starlight as our primary mount, because I am not opening up all these bags not being by bank. Grant the elf dance of old. Oh, wonderful. We have the old elven dance. Okay. Let's gather up some more quests. Get rid of all that. We'll go ahead and take our silver box. Envoy of Lunkaran.
Won't you lend me your aid?
All the way up here, buddy. I'm gonna take the quest. Dang it. I wonder if there's a... I'm gonna abandon the quest real quick. Okay, so in 4 minutes, because I'm gonna read it. I just got click happy and didn't read it. I want to be able to read the quest.
I've heard there are many uses to which unassuming objects might be put.
And one of those seemingly ordinary items is in great supply just outside of Mosswood. I speak of caravan that trouble the hills just north. If you defeat some of the winged pests and bring me their feathers, doubt not that you will marvel at the wide variety of potential uses for these feathers might be put. And it will do the town some good to have fewer... Okay. Kill some birds. You got it. Not quite 4 minutes. We'll come back to him. He looks like an interesting guy. Hello, Ala.
You look pretty tough to me. You're not scared of anything, are you?
The children voice actors that they get, they could do better, but I can appreciate that it exists. Maybe you can help me then. The Mosswood town bully has dared me to run to a certain spot north of town, right on the edge of the wade water, and then come back, all in 10 minutes. Do not run out of time before reaching the correct location. No, I'm afraid, but I want to be certain it's possible. So what do you say to using no more than 5 minutes to run out there and then 5 minutes to run back? That way I'll know it can be done and make the attempt. Here, I'll mark it on your map. It's right here. Absolutely. Where is it? Okay. North. Got it, kiddo. Can we... Southern footpad. Why would one child dare another child to do this? Because they're kids. Oh, look at this road. More footpads, some boars. It's quite the hustle if I were to do so on foot. But we have Stella. I wonder what crafting vocation I should take. I have characters on... We're currently on Brandywine. This is my primary server, so I have a lot of the vocations covered. So the question is what do I want him to do? You know, do I want to shoot for more self-sufficient? I mean, journeyman, if I didn't have a journeyman, that's what I would do with a burglar, because I can wear medium armor. And it just covers a lot of ground. Done and done, kiddo.
You made it!
Not sure I would be able to go out there and come back in time, but you did it. So, did you see anything when you got out there? You tell her there was a big basket with a ball of string inside it beside, which seemed rather strange. That is peculiar. Thank you for your help. Yeah, little kid, don't do that.
You are not going to believe this.
Just tell me about my wallet. See for character panel. Wallet right here tells you all the different goodies that you have. Okay, this is going to be a run all over the place. Dare to go here, dare to go there. Alla, we'll be back to do your quests in time.
Might I take a moment of your time?
These poor creatures are still recovering from the shock of what happened the other day. We all are, really. They could use a little attention, but alas, I cannot pet all the animals at once. But such attention often helps calm their nerves. Could you take a little time out of your day to reassure them some of these critters? Yeah, sure. Calm the nervous goat, the anxious chicken, and the perturbed cow. No problem. The chicken seems no less anxious, but you tried your best. If I was a Beorning, no problem. The nervous goat seems slightly less nervous. And the perturbed cow. Only slightly perturbed instead of fully. Terrific. That should be an achievement. That should be an achievement. You pet the chicken. Achievement. Easy. Wasn't that lovely? They seem more at ease already. I find that taking care of the critters just soothing for the critters that it is for the caretaker. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, yeah, I suppose. Next, I could use some help cleaning up their droppings. Wait, where are you going? Out of here. Alright, let's talk to these.
Greetings, friend.
This is part of the deliver food. Okay, deliver food and drink. Takes a long swig at the canteen before speaking. I packed salted pork for food. I forgot to bring anything to drink. Wouldn't do me to leave my post to fetch something. Thank you for the water, friend. Pass my thanks to the baker, too. Will do, no problem.
Hello there.
Lunch delivery. For the new folk who forgot to bring food and drink. Well, an experienced watcher like myself remembered to bring her own. Gives you a wink and pats a satchel at her hip. Unless, is that chicken, mushrooms, and onion with rosemary? She opens the satchel. Give it here, friend. You got it. What do you got going on?
Would you do something for me?
Look there, friend. The ruins to the east have long been home to a pack of wolves. They have always been content to leave us alone, and we were all too happy to return the favor. Something seems to have upset this unspoken pact. The wolves have grown aggressive. I dared to venture close to the ruins. Eyed a great beast, known as a warg, among their number. I didn't think to be real at first. Wargs are monsters we tell the children about to get them to behave. We have our hands full with rebuilding Mosswood and recovering from the attack. We lack the strength to fight this beast. If you would slay the warg, you would spare both ourselves and the wolves from needless conflict. I'll go talk to the warg. And I'll slay it if it's aggressive.
Mosswood is a quiet town. It has always been a quiet town.
I want you to understand something that may be hard to believe, given the events of last night. Mosswood is a quiet town. It has always been a quiet town. Winters can be hard if you don't fill the storehouse with sufficient food, but it has been many years since the folk of Mosswood failed in their preparations. Mostly we've had to worry about the wolves of howling stones growing overbold and straying too near to the walls, but the Urex Loose and Swanfleet have changed all that. What will we do if another war captain like Madthrug brings his band to Mossford? Could they remain hidden from our watchtowers until they were nearly upon us, as they did before? Beyond the Howling Stones to the southeast, a hill rises above the plain. Can I ask you to go to that hill and look out to the distance? You may not see anything, but even that will be good enough for me to know. Emoting quests, fun stuff. Legolas, what dear elf I see? The big fucking ditch. Hello, Wenna.
You are an adventurer. My husband was once like you, but he gave it up to settle down.
Ah, he took an arrow to the knee, did he? And have a family and never look back. But I do have need of an adventurer today. If you're interested in helping me, my husband has lost a boot. It doesn't really seem quite like adventurer work. Oh, it's not just any boot, it's his favorite. And it would be a shame to discard the remaining one just because he misplaced its mate. He lost it walking on the edge of the Wadewater to the north, and upon getting stuck in the mud, it just came free from his foot. If you can find it and bring it back to me, I would really appreciate it. Kind of a dumb quest, but we'll do it. Marion?
Raid on Mosswood by that band of Uruks has left our defenses in a terrible state, friend.
Wouldn't be too much trouble could I ask you to collect the fallen branches from the base of trees outside of town. With them, we will be able to patch up the holes on the outer palisade and replace some of the wood burned during the attack. I know it does not sound like a very important task, but it would truly be a big help to us. With so many good folk injured and slain during the raid, O'Leary thinks we should focus on the small things we can do something about. I suppose I see her point. You know, this would have been good addition to Archet. Quests like this to repair the town.
What can I do for you?
Mutton. Oh, I love mutton. Mutton. Like a button. Oh, you're still here. Did you hear me singing a song about mutton? Did you? I'm not used to standing around here doing nothing all day. I sing about little things I see to keep myself occupied. Please don't tell anyone. Not a problem. Darius? Oh, lunch, that's wonderful. Oh, my tummy was beginning to
How
growl.
can I be of service?
Like an angry cat, I volunteered to take the noon and sundown shift, thinking, oh, well, I'll just have a big lunch and look forward to a large supper. I won't need a snack, but let me tell you, standing around for hours with nothing to look at but the grass has a strange way of building up an appetite. Oh, but don't let me keep you with my blabbering. Off you go now, and tell the baker she's lovely and thoughtful. Thanks to you both. No problem. And we'll do the run here, do that quest at some point as well. Like I said, I'll probably do them all. Because I like experience.
Greetings, friend.
Sweet live man. Thanks for helping out. These are hard times for Mosswood, but if we support each other, we'll get through it right. Absolutely. New skills available. Every level you may be granted a new skill and passive abilities. As you gain levels, your skill increases the power effectiveness with you. So, We acquired level 4. We gained a class trait. These are all great things. And we have 2 available points. We're going to go all in to footpad because fast stealth, being able to stealth as quickly as I can run is terrific. We can pick up this guy's quest now.
We are all devoted in these lands.
Nice looking, cool looking character model. Well met, adventurer. On behalf of the people of Lungaran, I thank you for all that you have done for our new neighbors here in Mosswood. I wish we had been able to fight alongside them, but we weren't aware of the attack until after it was repelled. Still, we will be sure to help them rebuild. You've never heard of Lungaran, you say? I would expect not, as we only recently built it. As such, if we have settled your matters in Mosswood, I would invite you to visit us north of here, along the Wadewater. We had to leave much behind when we left Dunland, and the winter approaches quickly. Speak to our leader, Talfrin, and I'm sure he'll have plenty of work for an adventurer. Absolutely. Yes, we will do that. Oh, bingo boffin. How I will not do your quest. How you doing, Mal?
Have you been to the Sturvales?
I have not. I was once a traveler, but I met my wife here and chose a family. I never made it out that far. I heard fascinating tales from my friend of a floating village overlooking the river. I would have loved to witness this place. If you'd like to see it for yourself, you can talk to my friend, Leary. You'll find her southeast of here, past the Howling Stones in a town called, Clegia. Sure. Sure, I'll do it. And the quests are building up. Just want to make sure that we have, you know, looks like the bad guy from Marchet. Well, so far, aesthetically, I like the town. I'm enjoying the town. I like the lanterns. You know, the village. The villagers are doing their due diligence. They're, you know, some of them are just waiting around for, you know, the protagonist, but most of them are, you know, this guy's hammering around on a shield. You know, they're standing around, you know, gossiping. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I like that. This guy's pacing up and down. He's lost. There's all kinds of animals. You know, they got farm animals and stuff. Okay. We are quest tight.
You are not going to believe this.
I really appreciate your help with that. When I go to complete that dare, now I know how to do it and that it is possible, and that's going to make a big difference. But you're not going to believe this. The bully has issued a second dare. He must know I am well prepared to finish the first one, so he's already made up this second one. Will you help me with this one too? I simply must know if it's possible. The same rules are at play this time as they were the first time. 5 minutes out there and 5 minutes back. I'll mark the spot on your map as I did before. This time you're going within view of the flooded city of Tharbad. Where is Tharbad? Okay, so it's going to be way down here. Okay. Alright, I'll do it. Oh, I can't get out of town that way. I gotta get out of town this way. I really hate their map system. Oh, okay, for some reason I thought it was over there. Okay. Second dare. Make it blue. Okay, that way I know where I'm going. Oh man, I love the aesthetics. I love the vistas, the views in this game. I know the graphics are like dated compared to other games, but a lot of their aesthetics just fit. They're very, very pleasing. And we're 5 minutes there. 5 minutes back. Picking up the mount was the call. Otherwise, this would have been much more difficult. Unless, of course, I was playing a character that had movement speed. But then, for best possible speed, I would have to have been a Beorning. And it's 13th level for the movement power. The Wanderlust skill. I just watched my green screen go bonkers there for a second. Hopefully the bully hasn't issued a third challenge. Here you go, kiddo.
Welcome back. I am less surprised this time.
You have proven quite capable of finishing these dares. Now I know this one is also possible. And when I do it, I will have less to fear, even though the grown-ups always say getting near to Tharbad is dangerous. So what did you see when you got to the location? Anything notable? You tell her that there was a shovel standing in the dirt, but its owner was nowhere to be seen. Very interesting. Alright, thank you once again. That is the last Mossword Bully Dares, so I won't be needing your help anymore, but you have been most helpful and I appreciate it. Yeah, don't do any of these dares. Okay, pretty sure we have picked up all the quests in town to start with, at least. So we are going to head out and start cleaning up the quest log here. We got to collect some branches. And instead of, like, if you're not using WASD, if you're super new, you can just right-click on stuff, and your character will auto-run to it. Now, that's not always super awesome, because, see, it's not a perfect science. Your character will run into things, and, like, he won't path around. Like, if he runs and does this, he'll just do this. Teaching me about loot. Which all shows up in this little snazzy matchy bag down here. And it'll sit there for a whole hour until I either pick it up or discard it. Wolves debuff or cripple your character, but if you stand still, it does not take the 2 to 4 minutes it says it's supposed to. Okay, branches, check. Silly. Okay, so we've got to collect feathers from beards. Easy peasy. Boy, most things don't survive long enough to get that, the old critical hit off. Most things are just done. Okay, still talking about mounts, talking about the map. Just hit level 5. So we gained fiddle use, we've gained the bassoon skill, and we got a class trait point, which is nice. The beauty of playing a rogue, oh my goodness, I've missed that stuff. To be able to just stealth and be like, okay, I'm gonna look at some stuff. Okay, so this only goes up to 4. So we are as stealthy as possible, which means we're going to have to take at least 1 in agile hands, which is fine. But stealth speed is fantastic. Okay, feathers done. We've got the boot all the way up north. Let me check the old quest journal here, just to make sure we've got them all toggled. We do. So the ones that are complete, we're not going to be going to Langaran yet, so we'll turn those ones off. We do got to collect the king spoil. I suppose we can ride Magic Pony to get where we are going. Typically, I don't use mounts, though, when playing. I mean, my main's a Beorning, so you don't really need a mount. But typically I don't, because I like to fight things. We're gonna kill the Urukai. Well, we've got a deed. 2 deeds. Brigands and Urukai. Good stuff. So we'll have to, at some point, find a base. I just want to hit somebody with this. Yeah. I definitely like being able to use the surprise strike out of stealth. That's nice. Stealth doesn't have bad cooldown though. 10-second cooldown with, you know, being able to stealth however you know, for however long you like is good stuff. Like the mist on the water. Okay, where is Dude's boot? Can we stealth swim? Can you sneaky swim? Can you swim in this water at all? No. Okay. We are almost directly on top of it, so... Ah. It was easy enough. Okay, everything else is in the opposite direction. So we'll go hit that up. Man, it's got to be my favorite aspect about the game. It is just such a casual, easy game to just tick away at and let just, you know, the hours pass. I mean, it is just a fun, for me, it's just a fun, relaxing experience. And I think that's for a lot of people that play Lotro, is just being able to enjoy the journey. I'm not a huge fan of the lag that Standing Stone needs to get on it, but I guess every game has its issues. Some lag is understandable. But, you know, for the EU servers and stuff like that, for them to, like, just... I mean, I've heard people talk that it's just unplayable, you know, on certain servers during certain times, that it's just not... It's not good. So that's what I want expansions, DLCs, and that kind of stuff. That stuff's always nice. It's always nice to, you know, for progress with the game. But you got to fix the... You got to fix lag. You can't have your game lagging all over the damn place. Okay, we've got a warg to smack around. I gotta find a place to take a peek. It's about to be a woven beatdown, and we are single target DPS, so maybe we'll get into a fight big enough where I can use some of my other skills. I don't know, man. Burglar claps cheeks. Burglar, so far. So far, I am not disappointed with how the burglar fights. And it's just something about being able to be like, yeah, no, I don't feel like killing all this stuff. We're just gonna sneak around. Where is the warp? Like I said earlier, 10 second cooldown on stealth. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Warg isn't here, but you find some warg tracks. Oh. You guys wait right here, I'll be back. We got rogue ranger skills. Let's go. Oh. Trail ends a grisly scene. Perhaps the deer's body holds clues. Oh, hey. How's it going, buddy? I see that you've brought a friend. I'm gonna save you. Ooh, a backpack. Fantastic. We're slightly bleeding out. It's okay. Some little bit of silver. All right. I'm gonna make it up to this area up here. So I gotta find my way up. I'm gonna find an up path. What is that? Treasure cache. That's about to be mine. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what did it? You found an ancient treasure cache. What? Did it give me something, or? That's weird. Is that so? Well, I'm married, so I'm good. But thanks for offering. All right, let's see if we can find pathway up. Southern footpad, another bandit. We'll take out another bandit. Oh my Straight to Neverland. Nice. Basin throughout which runs the Old South Road. I don't see any ditches that will, that have been freshly dug that will be used to start Mordor like a car. Alright, check the old quest log here. And that is a talk to someone quest. Okay.
Thank you for these branches. I will see to making use of them.
You are very welcome. Branches. We're gonna get some biscuits.
Perhaps you could help me once again.
They say change comes slowly, and for now I have other matters to which I must attend, or perhaps you could help me once again. He smiles broadly. That's the spirit now. There won't be any Uruks to face this time, but until last night, this was the most common complaint amongst the townspeople. Elry says we should handle simple things first. Well, that we could be more simple than doing something about the squeaky hinges on the doors of the Mosswood. Cardigan insists he ran outside to attack the raiding Uruks, but they were alerted to his approach by the loud squeak of the door in his home. I'm not sure I believe that story, for it is much more likely that he was running into his house than when the hinges gave him away. Okay, so fix this guy's hinges, no problem. Get some more turn-ins to do.
How can I be of service?
I'm glad to see you return safely victorious. With any luck, the wolves will return to their usual selves before too long, though it may take some time. There is something foul in the air, and I fear our troubles are not entirely over. Still, I think the people of Mosswood can breathe a bit easier now. In no small part, thanks to your heroics. You're welcome. We're gonna get another level. He's gonna have another quest. Let's turn in all the side stuff first. Some of them will probably have other quests too, but that's okay. Like, Alari will probably have another
All
side
appears
quest.
quiet? That is good, but I will not relax my guard.
No problem. You shouldn't either.
You know the road that passes through Swanfleet, of course.
It begins at the side of the old city of Tharbad and runs east past the Wade Water until it reaches Enidwaith. There are not as many travelers along it as once there were, but Mosswood is still a sheltered place from the rest of those who come this way. Might it also serve to speed up the Urks and other orc kind on their raids? Will you follow the track that runs from the north gate of Mosswood until it meets with the road? Sure. And then look, they're gonna have me keep. I like the emotes. The using emotes in quests. That's awesome.
You found it.
I sure
He
did.
is going to be so happy.
And he should be. You should bring it to him. He used to be an adventurer until he took an arrow in the knee. I think Geralt is by the north gate wearing his old leather shoe. This is Geralt's boot? Damn it, Geralt. Well, you need to get it together. You don't even sound like Geralt. You got a big goofy mustache. Why is there an enemy in town? Okay. Just trying to do my due diligence. There's Geralt. Over here doing Witcher's work.
What is this?
You hand his favorite boot to him, and Geralt stares at you with open-mouthed astonishment. Your Witcher sense is not working? Why have you brought this to me? I thought I was rid of it. He chucked it.
That boot was one half of a pair that was dearest to my heart. They were my adventuring boots.
They represent a life that I gave up to settle down with my wife, Winna. And now I only want to relive those days by telling tales of my exploits to my son, Teg. Now, these boots are my least favorite, for they remind me of those days, and sometimes the memory is painful. I thought I would lose one of them. Better that than have Winna think I regret the choice I made to settle down. But here it is again, and it seems I will never be free of it. Did I not bring it far enough away? That must be it. Perhaps you could bring this boot further afield. Why not show it to one of the villagers in the Storvales? That's pretty far away. One of the residents might be able to find use for such an old, well-worn boot. Why don't you just throw it in a fire, dude? Bevan, we have killed the birds.
There you are. Let us see those feathers.
You hand the feathers to Bevan, and he grimaces. They are quite dirty, aren't they? No matter. These will serve very nicely for making quills. See, you just dip this part into the ink. No, there's a bit too much give on the feather here. Well, perhaps as a paintbrush. Feels rigid here on the end. Would leave streaks, doesn't it? Maybe as an arrow. See how it compares to these arrows of mine. It's kind of poor, I suppose. Bevan scowls.
But such musings will have to wait, for winter is approaching and autumn doesn't last.
Sell down Ned Stark. Storehouse are not stocked with salt preserved boar meat. By the time night turns cold, Mosswood will go hungry unless the Uruks come back, I suppose. No, don't tell anyone I said that. It's not funny. But we always have need of boar meat. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna go get some salted pork that is particularly good. Squeaking doors.
Whenever anyone needs something, they come first to me instead of checking the storehouse.
You apologize for assuming he had such an item. I do have a bottle of what you need. That's not the point. Fine, take it. While you're at it, how about you test it out on the hinges of my door here? You notice a bit of squeak in the hinges lately. With everyone coming in and out at all hours in search of fine goods. Well, this place is just crawling with adventurers, man, because, you know, good stuff. Terrific. Apply some grease to the hinges of the healer's shop door to end the squeaking. Will do. You always got to throw in. There's always those busy work quests. I mean, in any and all RPGs, but that's okay. Some of them are fun or funny to do. Done. And done. Oh, isn't this where the rat was? Squeaking rat. Yep. Put an end to the squeaking, though not in the way Marion intended. Well, that is how we get rid of the squeak. Sorry, just checking to see if I get rained on while standing under this. I do not. That is awesome.
How fared your efforts against the squeaky doors of Mosswood?
I am the door squeaking slayer. He covers his eyes with weary hand. Rats in the village. I don't like the sound of that. Having rats loose in the town could be a danger to the food stores. I'll see what I can do between the Urks and the rats. It's a wonder to me that I even thought the life of a guard might be an uneventful one. Not a problem. Completed squeaky doors. Completed Tales of Swan Fleet. Tales of Swan Fleet Advanced. Fantastic. So, and we got this done. Offered us up 5 Lotro. That's nice. And I don't care about the title. Okay, so we have the go to Langaram. And we still need to...
Mosswood is not the only village in Swanfleet. A stable master can help you check on the others.
Okay. Thank you for the King's Foil and for helping dissuade some of the more aggressive creatures from straying too near to the village. Against such beasts, Elria and Bevan and the others of the guard are more than a match, but against Uruks, I fear they will be outclassed. The question now is whether Mudrook's band was alone, or if there were other of his kind waiting for the next chance to strike. It's not the only village in Swanfleet I can I ask you check on the stores who live nearby? Visit the stable master here in the village for a quick means of traveling to the village of Clegger in the store of Vales. They should be told of what's happening in Mosswood and guard themselves against possible attacks. The stable master to the south, no problem. And the healer now has a quest.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Wants me to collect more Kingswell. Work wonders. I'm grateful to share his knowledge with us, though I wish he didn't wait until the crisis to do so. In any case, we need more if we hope to continue treating the injured with such efficiency. Now that I know what it looks like, I realize that Kingswell grows aplenty in the Howling Stones to the southeast. I'd be grateful if you could gather more. Just watch out for wolves. I hear they are ill-tempered as of late. And I dealt with the warg already. I dealt with the warg. No problem. So have a chat with him. I don't think I'm going to take the... I think I want to come up here. I definitely want to finish all their quests before I move on. But having done this and stuff, and you know, I'm already level 6. The stable master.
What can I do for you?
Where does he want to send me? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna walk. I keep trying to leave via the wrong way. And by walk, I mean we're gonna ride Stella. And there is yet another quest. Good old Bevan. The last heir.
I'm afraid things will get out of hand.
Uh-oh. I've heard rumor that the children of Mossward have been giving each other increasingly dangerous dares and challenges. I'm worried that these may get out of hand. If they have not already, none of the town's guard will be able to learn anything. You know how children are, but perhaps an outsider will be able to learn something. Several children lingering outside the provisioner's storehouse a few minutes ago, and it could be one of the provisioner overheard some of that talk. We need to get to the bottom of this before they get hurt. You are right, sir.
What I would not give for a moment's peace.
A group of children, I saw them, hoping to get their hands on as much cheese as possible, which seemed a little odd to me. I did not give them as much as they requested, but I thought one small block from the storehouse each would be fine. These kids have been through a lot, what with the Uruk raid on Mossward, and I have seen a few problems. Could not be helped with cheese. Right. Yeah, Alla's gonna know what's going on.
You had better get going, I think. So long.
Okay. What are you doing here? I thought it would have left Mossward by now. You'd better be going, I think. So long. You stand your ground and ask Ella why the children Mossward need so much cheese in the storehouse. Her eyes grow wide, and a panic expression crosses her face. We aren't in trouble, are we? Just that we finally managed to turn the tables on the town bully, and you helped us do it. If we're in trouble, I think you should be also. It's only fair. I mean, yeah, fine, I'll be in trouble. It's no big deal. I'm a grown-ass man. You see, there's a boy named Dai, and he's always challenging us to these dares, and if we don't complete them, then we look like cowards. He's always asking me to run to places very fast, see an item he left there, and then come back to town. And if I don't describe the right item, he'll know I didn't do it. You point out to the girl that she didn't complete any of the dares since she got the information from you instead, but that Dai apparently did go to each of those places first to leave the items. I feel like this just means I'm very smart, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I mean, there's good rogue material, maybe. But because we complete these last two dares, don't argue with me, it still counts. Then Dai has to fill his pockets with cheese and walk through Mossward. You ask the girl if she has considered that she might be the town bully after all, and she tips her head to one side, considering it. No, I don't think so, but I'll think it over. See? Quirky, zany little filler quests. I remember Dai. I saw Dai back here. He's got like a little sigil, like a follower around his feet.
Rats! There's rats everywhere!
Save Dai from the rats. No problem, little kid. Oh, look at the little piggies. What's this guy doing? Just in there cleaning up.
Is it true that Dai was almost eaten by rats? That's really amazing!
Good job saving him, I suppose. Still, now he's got really exciting tale to tell. Did he keep the cheese, or did he have to give it back to the provisioners? I've been thinking it over while you were gone, and I think maybe we won't challenge each other any more dares for a while. For a while, I said. I'm not saying never, so don't think you're stopping us if we think of a really good one. Oh, cartoon children. I'm sorry, that doesn't make any sense at all, though, because, like, okay, now I'm not necessarily saying that my character is, you know, like, as intimidating as, you know, Thranduil. But if you had, you know, Thranduil leaning over you, being like, you better knock off your bullshit, little kids aren't going to be like, you don't tell me what to do. No. They're going to be like, okay, I won't do it anymore. Alright, I think that I am gonna have a quick smoke break. We're gonna run off and do some more quests. I wonder how much other players can see based on a burglar stealth. Interesting thought. All right, I will be right back. All right, that was pretty good timing. All right. Okay, I don't think that we have anything in the immediate vicinity to deal with. This way's not as far as like the town itself. Okay, those are impenetrable bushes, that's fine. So we gotta collect boar meat. Oh, the boar knocked me silly. Okay, we're going to take a peek at the rings here. Spot agility, we're going to go ahead and take this off. Yes, we would like to bind that to our person. And I'm pretty sure that there wasn't a Wolf Slayer deed. So Brigand Slayer, Uruk Slayer, Warg Slayer. Okay. No problem. This is where we're going to get all of our very ripe King's Foil. Okay, and we have received the Find Footing skill, gained class 3. So, quickly recover from being dazed, stunned, or knocked down. Using this skill will not break stealth, removes dazed stuns, conjunction stuns, and knockdown effects. Okay. I have yet to use Knives Out. Just because I don't really... So far, I really haven't had to. Now, if we ever come across a skill that lets me loot while maintaining stealth, that will be truly something. I wonder if you come back here to where the deer is, can you just farm the one warg? No. Does not appear that you can. I must say that the Burglar is a pretty heavy hitter. So for Autumn Doesn't Last, we got to get the boar meat. That'll be outside of this area. We're gonna test stealth here. Okay. So it does have its limits, even if I am substantially more powerful than the my enemy or my adversary. Wolves galore. We are on the quest for bacon. Oh, I bled him. And I forgot to loot all this garbage. Okay, loot it all. Oh, hello, Mr. Bandit. Mr. Footpad. Goodbye, Mr. Footpad. He died pretty quick. That lag. I'm gonna go ahead and spend our other point so that we can get improved knives out, reducing the cooldown. Which is nice. Let's see the cooldown on knives out now. 1 minute 15 seconds. That, like, I'm gonna hit this thing. I'm gonna hit this guy with it, and we're just gonna see. So that throws that up. Not very long of a buff. I'm sure it gets better. And serves, you know, a purpose in the play style. But at this level, not so much. I also would like some throwing daggers or something. That would be great. Just something to bring the enemies to me. And so far, there's not much that's really surviving long enough for double-edged strike and, you know, dropping feint attack. So far, I've just been able to set them down with the just 1, 2, 3. I mean, an Uruk Raider, Urukai Raider. About to raid this dagger nerd. See no sign of raiders. A little more bacon to collect. This should be the last one. A nice little village just nestled in between the rock face there. Close combat and it's terrible. Some old school EverQuest looking kind of bad. And that's okay because I love EverQuest. EQ1? Big fan of the Rogue and EQ1. They just died too quickly. Alright, Bevan.
Very good! This boar meat should help carry Mosswood through some of the coldest winter months.
Boar meat, salted and preserved, help carry Mosswood through some of the colder winter months. Belts must be tightened and plates seem lightest. I'm glad this task at least proved helpful to the town. I have abandoned my idea of using the feathers. A number of uses, my wife said. A number might as well have been 0 after she tried the pillow I made from them. Bevan, you fool, she said. Takes more than 8 feathers to make a pillow, and anyone who tries with these feathers, of all things, deserve a crimp it would leave in their neck. I suppose a good idea is to spring up in autumn. Well, they fall when winter comes. I'd rather deal with the threat of Uruk warbands loose on Swanfleet than present my wife with another one of the brand new ideas. I think I'll stick guarding the town from now on, less damaging to my morale. Finish now. Have a good day. Goodbye. Okay. All right. Larry?
You say you saw no sign of Uruk warbands along the road? These are good tidings.
For it means the road is still a boon, Mossward, and not a bane, as I feared it might become. The road has key to Mossward's survival for my entire life. A portion of it now begins in Tharbad, and although the road itself is broken in places obscured by foliage, it runs through Swanfleet and passes on into Enedwaith. From there it enters Dunlin, leads through the Gap of Rohan, and continues to Gondor. They say it passes Minas Tirith and eventually ends at the port city along the coast, although I have never journeyed in that land. North of Tharbad, the road has another name. It is called the Greenway, and only, damn it, I keep messing his name up. People are like to remember when in our own Old South Road were one and the same. The North-South Road between the kingdoms of Anor and Gondor, that was long ago, even by their reckoning. And we get a potion and some more iron coins.
I have one more request of you, and then I will be satisfied.
This may be more dangerous than either scouts, and if you hesitate to accept this task, I will understand. The old city of Tharbad to the northwest of Mossward. It has not been a thriving center of trade. It was during the height of earlier kingdoms for hundreds of years, and it has been abandoned ever since floodwaters took the last of its great bridges. Celebrate! Sounds like fireworks. She raises an eyebrow. Abandoned by good folk, it has become a den of Uruks. Is from where Mad Dog's raiding band came. This then is my dangerous request. I ask that you go to the gates and look for some sign of insignia they wore, the mark of the White Hand. Beware, for if Tharbad is truly held by forces of evil, you may be better served by keeping from their notice and not engaging in battle. It's northwest of the Mossward. Go just to the gate, mind you, and no further. Get some, and pick up a bracelet. This one would be nice, the bracelet of agility. Here is your king's foil.
How can I be of service?
Oh, the default guy of Lotro. Thank you. With this, I should have more than enough tending to the injured, perhaps a little extra in case of an emergency comes to pass. Finish the quest. Fantastic. Okay. No more quests in town, but we need to head out and check out Stella. Need to ride north. Check out Tharbad, and if Tharbad is indeed crawling with Oryx, we're not just going to go to the gate. We are going to get a deed because we are level 7, and at 7th level, you unlock your first slot. And for all characters, I recommend getting deeds done as soon as they are available. Get to help trim out your tune and get your character flushed out a little bit more. Having the right virtues is, or any virtue for that matter, is always better than none. My recommendation is always to focus on your primary and secondary stats. Oh, this place is... Maybe we will only go to the entrance. Get this region? Wait, what? In order to access the content in Spawn Fleet, you will need to get it in the Lotro store. Yeah, open up the store. Let's see here. The only thing I don't have purchased, the only thing I don't have is the Fate of Gundabad. Is that? So what happens if I keep going? Is that a bug? Because... Oh, I'm gonna get absolutely melted by level 16 guys. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, we're out of here. I do like the music here. Another thing I like about Lotro is the day-night cycle. There's more time in the day-night cycle in Lotro than there is in most games. Most MMOs, you can literally stand somewhere and just watch the cycle, which you could, but it would take considerably longer.
I am not surprised there are orcs crawling throughout Tharbod.
It was good to hear you did not see the mark of the White Hand while scouting near the gate. Orc kind are always a danger to the free people, but it is the organized, revealed by Madthrak's warband that most troubled me. We can deal with the orcs we have before, but Uruks of the White Hand seem different to me. Thank you for helping ease my mind with these scouting missions. You will always be welcome in Mosswood. Fantastic. I would like to have the Bracelet of Agility. Yes, indeed. Terrific. What is our... See, this is going to be something else that we're gonna work on. Crit rating, finesse. Just going through these. Agility, physical mastery, crit rating, easy peasy choice. I don't know if we'll go with zeal because might is not as important. But grabbing up wit for finesse rating and crit and the physical and tactical mastery is always good. Guys have the game lag out on me. Alright. We're gonna repair. Because we've had quite a few.
What can I do for you?
We're gonna repair all of our stuff. We're gonna go ahead and hang on to the light hides because I haven't decided what I want to do. We'll hang on to the buff food. The potions. healing stuff. I have a lot of food. Don't need that. Might as well hang on to the mana potions. Go ahead and sell the rest. Seems good. We'll put all that stuff down there. Crafting supplies. Go ahead and use that. Put our buff food all in one spot. Bag's looking a little bit better. And I think that this is where I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream for the evening. I have babies in the morning. Initial impressions, I like it. I think it's a good start location. I like that it's friendly to all, race class combos. I'm pretty sure even the Beorning can start here. So far the storytelling is it's okay. I think the overarching story of the the orcs and dealing with another one of the rangers is good. I've always found that to be a good compelling arc. Dealing with Urukai, and dealing with that and having to kind of improve the lives of the village of Mossward I think it's pretty good. I think it stands up as far as the other starting areas. I mean, this place has Geralt, so points for having a Witcher. Because they have a Ranger and a Witcher, so that's good stuff. But I'm enjoying it. I may do something. It'll be after I've completed the area, but may do something on the new zone. I'm probably gonna re-roll my. I had started the Guardian for the 1 to 20 beginner's guide for the Guardian class. But I think I'm gonna restart it just so I can, read through all these again and enjoy the new area and do the 1 to 20 in this zone, rather than going through Archet, because after doing it so many times in a row, they can get a little stale. But anybody who lurked, dropped a like on the video, subscribed, I'm not sure. But thank you guys so much for your time, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.